It is Whiskey Wednesday, and we are here with our favorite crew, the Whiskey Tribe. We do have a playlist on DG360. We are fans of the whiskey, okay? And let's see what they're up to. This one's entitled 9 Spirits That Whiskey Nerds Are Embarrassed to Love. I can think of a few.
So what are the bottles that a giant community of whiskey lovers are almost embarrassed to admit that they like? We're talking about your guilty pleasure pours, the things that you don't usually bring into the whiskey exploration conversations, but...
Wow! Whoa! Oh my God!
Behind closed doors when nobody's looking, you like to pull out a bottle that is amazing, but it doesn't get the respect.
Dude, that's fire, man.
So you like it?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be right there with you. My own guilty pleasure landed pretty highly in this poll too. Also, Rule 1, best whiskey is whiskey you like to drink, but at the same time, brand is wrong because this is freaking amazing. Welcome to the Whiskey Tribe. My name is Richard Ballskin. You don't get to know we're drinking.
Okay, so am I close eyes?
Yeah, but actually do it though. Okay.
Whoa!
a great name.
Smells like fruit punch.
Okay, I'm getting closer.
Yeah, this is a Kool-Aid. Remember those Kool-Aid Man commercials?
No, my friend Tony loves that Crown Royale, the apple Crown Royale. And I got to say, I'm not a fan of that Crown Royale with the apple, man.
They burst through the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had the peach.
Should we drink this?
I've never had
try
the
that?
peach.
You think that this
Peach
gives you the
sounds
power
good.
to burst through a wall? No, right?
Brianna was fueled by whiskey Olean.
Yeah, that
That was
smells good.
No, look, man. Look, guilty pleasures. I get it. You should be embarrassed, though.
Yes, sir. You're not gonna hate me. Yes.
He's saying you should be embarrassed.
Hey,
No, real, I'm kidding.
you don't say that.
You are.
All right, let's just do this.
Okay, so first of all, the neat pour. It's like a concentrate. It's like
Yeah,
an
this is-
extract.
This is tropical gummy fruit.
Ready? Come on, Ice. You got a lot of work
You
to
can
do.
do
man.
this.
You got so much work to
You
do.
can do this.
You got so much work to do.
It's still a bit much. It's so much better on the rocks, though. I still don't like it, but in terms of the award for most improved.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not looking for a whiskey to be fruity, you know? Like, I'm not looking for a citrusy whiskey. Like, when I'm drinking a whiskey, I want it to, like, grab my tongue, tie it around a little bit, wear it for pleasure, you know? Mouth kind of just, you know? And I just want it to hit me inside the right way. It's kind of, I like a lot of cinnamon. I like a lot of cinnamon in it. I like a little burn to it. Not too much, like a more of a molasses kind of a burn, like a sticky, sweet cinnamon, maybe a little honey thrown in there and some type of exotic wood from a cask. You know, that's the kind of flavors I'm talking about. That's my flavor profile I'm looking for. I don't generally want to do like a fruit in it, you know.
Yeah, but you're still not in the like it territory, no?
No,
Okay. Do you have any guesses as to what this is?
I don't.
Crown Royal Peach.
Okay. Canned peach syrup that comes in those preservatives.
Okay.
Crown
That's
Royale.
what it is.
Okay. Have you had peach rings? The gummy ring shape?
Yes.
This is peach rings.
I don't even think that.
Do you, by the way, have a guilty pleasure like
No, but I'll do like a. I didn't.
Wait, that deserved a slow-mo if I've ever seen something that needs a slow-mo to it.
But I'll do like a.
Perfect. That was perfect. That was one of the best slow-mos in the history of DG360. Perfect. You can't get any better than that slow-mo.
This is really scary.
I'm sorry.
You're not supposed to laugh this hard. It's rude.
You're drinking it out on the nose.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Guilty pleasure. I like this. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you why. Not a huge peanut butter fan. As a child, my mother, she packed a peanut butter sandwich. No jelly. Always peanut butter. No jelly. I think I was grossed out by jelly when I was a kid, but I was a kid that packed lunches till like 4th or 5th grade, man. Little DG did not want to be put out there in the spotlight. Little DG just wanted his little brown paper bag with his peanut butter sandwich in it. And let me tell you something else. My grandmother told me when I was a kid not to eat crust on bread. Now, this is some old Italian legend, if you will. This is to be passed down to future generations. And I think there might be something to this story. And my grandmother told me, young DG, don't eat crust on bread. And I'd say, why? She said, well, your hair is curly enough. I did have hair back then. And it was like I had an afro, by the way. I had like locks that you cannot believe. I had crazy afro-locked hair. I look like some crazy clown angel, if you will, which is something I just invented. And the amount of hair I had on my head, it weighed me down. Like it literally, I remember thinking to myself, could my head literally be any heavier? As a child, I had a very big head. In fact, it equaled the circumference of what you're seeing now. Is very uncomfortable. I had to grow into this head, and I still have not done that. I've got about another 20 years. But one thing that I do know is that peanut butter, believe it or not, was something that I had had so much of that I had a no peanut butter phase in my life for like at least 10 years. I had a no peanut butter decade. And I'm not kidding you. I got back into peanut butter slowly. I'm describing this as if it's a drug of sorts. I'm talking about peanut butter, not obviously this, which is alcohol. But the peanut butter vibe and the flavors never really impacted me till later when I allowed them back into my life. When Christy said she wanted to buy this Screwball that had primarily peanut butter, it's a whiskey with peanut butter. It's you can get like a regular size bottle for like $20. So it's rather cheap. When I drank this, I was really shocked how much I liked this. So this Screwball is a guilty pleasure of mine. You know.
Wow. Butterscotch
I'm a
candy, caramel,
peanut butter.
waffle cone.
Peanut butter.
Wow.
Wow.
You getting a little bit of
I like
peanut butter.
Peanut butter. It's peanut butter.
Sure.
Dude.
Buttered popcorn, like the artificial butter.
Okay, I could get that more.
The artificial butter on like movie theater popcorn.
Yeah, the artificial butter that he's referring to is the actual taste or what I want to say is the texture. So it's a very smooth kind of buttery kind of texture in the mouth, but then it comes off very peanut butter after taste comes out very peanut buttery, and it hits you with the whiskey at the very end. So yes, it's an interesting experience, this Screwball. I do recommend it for those of age.
It's the thickness that keeps throwing me. Okay.
It's scary. Limitless says, Limitless, dude. That's exactly what I was like, dude. Like when Christy said this, we were at a Giant Eagle, right? And we were in their liquor department. And Christy's like, hey, let's try this out. I'm like, that is a waste of $20, right? I was like, no. We got it home. I'm not kidding you, Limitless. She put it in the Glencairn glasses, and I'm like, those don't deserve to be put in those glasses, right? I'm like, whatever. And then I tasted it, and I was like, it was a weird experience. Overall, good experience, Limitless. Overall, good experience. I have to say, like, if you want like a cheap whiskey that has a weird taste, it doesn't overpower, then I'd say it's worth a shot to try. Of course, you have to be of age. Yes, I know.
This is mint for ice.
Dude, that turned into like a nice peanut butter.
Let me know what you
Come on,
think,
man.
Limitless.
This is Reese's peanut butter
That's
cup.
actually kind of fire, dude.
Reese's peanut butter cup.
What? This is obviously still dessert whiskey.
Oh yeah.
It's a
See, that was fire. That was good. You see.
Good little sipper on ice.
No,
yeah,
this is
nice.
ice is mandatory.
What is this?
Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Have you had that?
No. It's
Okay.
interesting that it's branded as peanut butter though. On the rock though, it shows up
Oh yeah,
more.
it does. It's more prominent. It has to be on ice.
It's not
I have never tried it on ice, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try it on ice.
terrible.
No.
I wouldn't be embarrassed.
All right, this is you. This is me. What do you got?
Oh, why does it smell like coffee? Like
Okay, I have not tried a lot of whiskeys with the coffee flavors in them. Have you guys? This should be interesting.
chocolate covered espresso beans.
But first, let's try this in the neat.
And we watched an episode a couple weeks back where they literally went to a place by them locally that had beans, and they were mixing coffees with liquor, with the whiskeys, and it looked. And it like I felt like I was tasting it, and I still want to try it. What's up, Crisis? Welcome back home, buddy. It does sound interesting, right? Like generally speaking, I would say no, Aether. I'm definitely in your camp. Like initially, I'd be like no. The episode that I'm referring to is in the playlist. Go check it out. It's a really good episode, and they're trying different coffees. And they're going to use it to infuse into their whiskey. And I have not heard an update from Whiskey Tribe on that. I would really like to hear it. So hopefully they come out with something so that we can kind of get an idea what they think.
Concavo espresso beans.
All right, Red. See you, Red. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We love you, Red. Supermod Red's got to go. Got a surprise visit from his mom's. That happens, bro. You gotta respect the moms, man.
It also tastes like coffee beans to me.
Oh.
That's like a whiskey
Christy loves mead.
espresso martini.
You'd like
Dude,
Christy,
that's
Crisis.
fire, man.
So you like it?
Yeah.
This is a good thing.
Yes. Oh my gosh, there's nuts? Dude, there's sweet nuts in here? There's sweet and salty nuts? Are you getting the nuts? Richard Balskin, are you getting the nuts?
Oh, she so reminds me of Olivia. It's crazy.
Okay.
Thank you, Laura.
Is there enough for? You want some more on there?
I would sure love some more.
There you go.
Wow. Well, I didn't want your sloppy seconds, but that's all right.
This is typically how most people will be experiencing the things that you're putting in your face right now. How does it compare to the neat?
I kind of actually like the neat better.
You like the neat better?
Yeah. Oh, but that aftertaste is really good. Hold on. Let's try one more for a second.
The aftertaste on a coffee-infused whiskey. You gotta put that pinky up.
Pretty good.
It pulls
So-
back a lot of the flavors.
It leaves the coffee taste for me and a little nuttiness.
Yeah.
Takes some of the sweet nut out and the like the chocolate cover.
Wait. Look at his face. Watch his face.
Pulls back a lot of the flavors.
It leaves the coffee taste for me and a little nuttiness.
Yeah.
Takes some of the sweet nut out and
I love it. I love this show. I love the Whiskey Tribe, man. I would love to chill out and hang with them and try different whiskeys all day long. Song, man.
the like the chocolate covered part.
Pretty on point with the notes there. This is Jameson Cold Brew.
Get the hell out of here!
Yeah, have you had
She's
this?
good.
What?
Brianna's
No.
got a good
Okay.
Dude, sick! I didn't even know this existed.
But you,
Dude, that's really
you're on
good
board.
though. Yeah.
You're on board.
I
Okay.
like it. I'd be embarrassed if I didn't like it.
That's right. Is there another one down there?
Oh. It just comes out. It just comes out.
Listen, it's a compliment to the chef.
And
That's
the
what a
thing.
burp is. See?
To the chef. Hey, there's a thing down here.
Open my eyes.
No, go away.
Okay. Whoa! What the hell is that?
Where'd it go?
That smells like
Okay, this is what my friend Tony drinks all the time. He's like, this is a delicacy. Anytime he has an event, he's got the Crown Royale. I call it Royale. The Crown Royale. And he's got the Crown Royale apple. Comes in that little velvety bag. You guys familiar with the Crown Royale? You got yourself the little bag, the little velvety bag. Makes you feel all special when you open it up in the box, man. And Tony always, Royale with Crown. He takes that out. He takes it out of that little velvety bag, man. And it's like, it's like adagio. It's like adagio. Anyway, that was another highlight. We'll refrain from that reference. Listen, I get it, right? The whole experience of it, but it's just not my jam. Generally speaking, I don't like citrusy notes. I don't like fruit notes in my whiskey. Now, I do like it in rum. You get like a little citrus or a little fruit with a rum all day long song, I'm all about that. I just don't like that fruit in the whiskey. I just feel like that's counterintuitive. I feel like the fruit fights with the natural kind of like vibe of the whiskey. That's just me. I know that's a very controversial thing to say.
Like fruit roll-ups or a bag of gummy bears.
Yeah.
Wow, that's bursting with fruit flavors.
Yeah.
That is just,
She's feeling it.
Are you liking it, or is it just
it's
too
nice.
much?
Yeah,
It's
it
nice?
smells like juice. I don't get any alcohol though.
It's like
which is
Hawaiian
interesting.
You don't get any alcohol, and that's the thing. I kind of like that little alcohol, that little twist, you know, like you kind of miss it. You wonder why you're even drinking a whiskey, you know. I am a controversial man. You're right. I'm saying very controversial things.
Maybe the point.
Oh, maybe strawberries, but it's like not a real strawberry, like a candied one.
I would say it's a very, very candied pear.
Okay, pear for sure as well, definitely. Like the pear lollipops, the dum-dums.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
You got it. All right, let's try it neat, and then we'll put it on the rocks.
Yeah, let's mouth that. Sorry. Wow. Whoa.
Overload.
Oh my God.
Overload.
That tastes like fucking bubble gum, dude.
Yeah, it's like such an overload. That is so true. They drank that straight. Now, like, it's definitely gonna have to be on the rocks.
Wow, that's sweet. That's too sweet
Yeah.
for my preference.
If I want to chase down alcoholism while strapping on some diabetes,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah, that's overwhelming. This is not for me.
okay.
All right, on the roxicles.
I think this is how most people are going to be experiencing what I put in this glass.
Okay, wow. I can already smell it in the air.
And here's my hope.
That the buries the sweetness a little bit?
A little bit. It needs to, because the ice often does that.
There's
but
no
it
way.
has, the ice.
No way.
The ice has a.
Hopefully it does. You know, to me, I think Tony does put it on the rocks when he drinks it, and I just can't remember. All I know is like overly fruit sensation to the face. Like I was like you were getting kicked by an apple in the face, but not in a good way. It was like way fruity, like to the max, right? And I think he did do it on the rocks, and it was just nah. So it might even be just as strong on the rocks.
A lot of work to do.
Oh, God. Nah.
Still strong.
That now tastes like more cough syrupy.
Yeah. It's a thick like cough syrup too.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate it.
Here's the thing. Everybody in the community knows that rule number one, the best whiskey is
This
whiskey
is whiskey like drink the way you like drink it, unless it's this. Just kidding.
And they have to say that because whiskey drinkers, oh my God. Christy's in a whiskey group, like a Facebook group. You should see. You think a Reddit forum is bad? You think a Reddit post is bad, man? You should see some of these things on this Facebook group that Christy's in, man. Like everybody wants to be a whiskey aficionado, telling everybody that they're wrong. It's every like Reddit you've ever seen where everybody has to be right. And you know, that's why he's saying that. Like whatever whiskey it is that you like is the whiskey that you like, period. Everybody's got a different palate. Everybody's got a different palate.
Sorry. No, if you like this, it's fine.
Taste is very subjective.
You're allowed to be wrong.
But the number of people who weighed in who was like saying, well, you know, I'm not embarrassed about anything that I drink.
You shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be. Also, how did it get thicker?
I don't know.
Tony, I hope you're
Crown
watching
Royal
this.
apple? So.
This is for people who don't like whiskey at all
Well, no.
and want to pretend
Not
like
necessarily.
they do.
Because you can like whiskey, but this is for people.
By the way, in defense of Tony, he does like good whiskeys. He does like good whiskeys. Him and I like to sit down and spin a yarn and drink some whiskeys, like the best drinking buddy in the world. So Tony, you do have good taste in whiskeys, just not in this portion of whiskey.
Well, whenever they're not in the mood for whiskey.
Okay.
They want something totally different. I want candy, but I also want to be drunk. And there's only so much room in my mouth right now. So let's knock out two birds. Okay.
Typical Richard Balskin. This episode is sponsored by Helix.
No,
So
their
fucking
show
people.
is very professional.
They're about
Nailed it. Put in your own.
You copied me? Why?
Because of all of the women that I sleep with.
What?
It's gonna
So
stay.
Helix Sleep Dog pillows. This is not
And
part
done with the show.
of the process. All right, open your eyes.
Interesting reality we just went into right there. Skipping that show.
Is this Fireball?
Okay, let's get the.
Fireball.
For people that like Fireball,
Yeah.
if there are also people that like chewing big red gum, I totally get it.
I get it, but that is way too much cinnamon for me. Like that's going on the edge of glory, you know, like when you've gone over and jumped to the cinnamon side. I think you can over cinnamon something. I'm not a huge fan. I like Big Red. I like Big Red. I like the Atomic Fireball every now and then, but it wouldn't be my go-to flavor, right? So like you have to be very careful with the amount of cinnamon. When I'm talking like I like cinnamon, I'm talking I like just a dash or two. You know what I mean? Where you can taste it. It's got like a little spice in it. You can go over cinnamon for sure. Cinnamon is definitely risky, and that's a good thing that we're watching it, because some of you might have said, "Oh, DG likes this type of stuff." No. I'm not this crazy on the cinnamon. You got to have like a touch, just a touch. The Fireball, nah.
This pours so thick.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, but Fireball is excellent in an apple cider. Yes. Limitless, good call on that. Dude, nothing better than some heated up apple cider and some Fireball in the middle of a very cold night at a bonfire, and man, are you happy.
It's a slurry.
Can you see this?
You see that?
That's pretty sick looking.
See that slurry?
It looks cool,
Good
yeah,
point,
but when you
Limitless.
realize
Good
you're about to
point,
put
dude.
that in your mouth.
Yeah, it's a thing.
There is a bit of nostalgia.
Oh my
that
gosh.
Cinnamon hot candy you had as a kid.
Yeah,
Ready to go in?
yes.
There is nostalgia to it.
It's actually a little better on the ice.
Yeah, it's a little better on the ice. But again, it's just overwhelmingly
Too
sweet.
much.
Very sweet.
Look away.
Are you about to spit it back out? You swallow it. You swallow it right now.
We're good.
All right, let's just move on. No, swallow it. Here, let me hold that for you. Swallow it. No, don't take the water. Don't.
Come on, Brianna, good girl. Good. This is awesome. She's like,
Oh God!
no,
ah.
come on.
Are you
Don't.
chasing it? Okay, that's
Okay,
fair. That's
chasing
fine.
it's okay. That's okay.
Oh,
That's a sin. That is a sin. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. I cannot believe what I just witnessed this. God damn it, don't let me lose faith in you. Don't let me lose faith in you.
Shame.
Brianna was right on the
Shame.
money about that.
Shame.
That it definitely is a shame, Belle. Brianna is right on the money about that.
Ew.
Ugh.
That looks disgusting. Oh,
I look at that and I just go,
so
what?
I can't look at people who fake throw up.
Oh,
Open your
Ardbeg.
eyes on the-
Okay. This is what I was talking about last week. This Ardbeg. Well, Ardbeg. Like you have to say this. It is something that initially I would say 8.5 out of 10 people would not know what to think the second it hit their palate. Generally speaking, it's the craziest reaction. And most people, first shot of it to the face, they don't like it. But man, something happens. Some crazy magic happens with this. Some crazy magic happens. What's up, Coffee? How you doing? Welcome home.
Neat more there.
It's a funky smelling one. It smells more like a whiskey than any of the other ones we've smelled.
Yeah. What notes are you getting?
Smoky. It smells a little peaty, actually. Like a
Peat, very, very earthy, very peaty, like hits you kind of like a pungent, kind of like a, you feel like a pig in the woods snorting for truffles.
I'm in a fountain.
Snorting them out.
a youngerish Isla, perhaps? What? Oh my gosh! Holy shit! I'm getting good at this, you guys.
She is.
Ardbeg Wee Beastie. The MBs voted this up just to, troll the poll. They didn't even specify the Wee Beastie. They said just Ardbeg. Yeah, what do you think?
That's the best one in the lineup. That's for sure.
You nailed the category and the age. It's not annoying at all.
Oh.
Oh, I want to vomit. I just want to vomit.
Guys.
I want to vomit.
My eyes are watering. I don't want to look at you.
I want to vomit.
Just, right.
I don't want to do this.
People are going to start doing this to me in the tasting room.
They totally are. Hey, Brianna, how was Scotland? All right, keep your eyes closed.
Makes me want to open them though.
Nah, don't do that.
All right. Very sweet.
Yes. Here's the thing. I'm almost a little embarrassed to like it, but I'm not.
This is your guilty pleasure.
It is. It's my guilty pleasure.
I mean, caramel I could do. I did not know they made a salted caramel. Caramel I could do. The Crown Royale generally is so over the top on the flavors, man. But I think I could get behind the salted caramel. Do you say it's delicious, Foots? I think I need to maybe try that because the caramel I could do. And I probably would like that. Tony, dude. Tony's gonna be happy. I'm gonna get this. We're gonna chill out, and he's gonna be like, "Get out of here, get out of here."
You know the caramelized sugar, the caramel sugar of a creme brulee.
Big caramel.
Yes.
Creme brulee. Can we get an amen? I love creme brulee. Man.
You're not gonna eat me.
That's sending tingles all over my no spot. Oh man, creme brulee. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna get out this today. Christy and I are gonna celebrate later. You guys know what I'm gonna be doing tonight and this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little raspberry, blueberry garnish.
Come back to
I
haunt you.
feel like I smell just the hints of those fruits,
Yeah.
but
Good
mostly
use
the
of emoticons.
glass of the creme brulee.
Diabetes. I got the diabetes.
You should feel bad.
You know what? You don't get it.
I think I'm fine with that.
That really hurts me.
That got better on ice.
It did.
got way
It was
better.
already good.
It
now
was,
it's amazing.
It was bad.
Now it's fantastic.
And now it's okay.
So see, this is what we're learning here. These drinks that have like serious flavors, these whiskeys that are infused with like serious flavors, I would say that 9 out of 10, at least from what I'm getting out of this, is it's probably better on ice, on the rocks. That makes sense because the water is going to kind of separate it, It's going to separate your notes.
Better.
Okay. This should be called Crown Royal Creme Brulee. It's Crown Royal Salted Caramel.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. The colder it gets, the better it gets.
Okay.
Try it out.
Okay.
Put it in the freezer.
Sure.
What?
Sure. I can't just say this is bad.
Well, Brianna's not about the caramel. I can tell you, maybe Brianna is not a caramel girl.
It's not bad. This is amazing.
No, I didn't, Backspace.
Yep.
No, I didn't.
It's good.
Why?
I did not do that.
The higher my elbow is,
That's the better it is.
The more truth I'm telling.
Did you know that everybody in the office today said that I sing as good as Mariah Carey?
Yeah, what's your favorite Mariah Carey song?
I really only know her Christmas songs.
Go ahead.
You can auto-tune that for me?
Still bad. That's horrible. That is just as bad, if not worse. I mean, that is like a harpy song. That's just
I think I hit that one.
no.
Oh!
What is going on, Brianna? Listen, Brianna's awesome, but like she is not a singer. That was like some weird alien trilly cry, man. Some aliens coming out to eat your face, man. That's what that is.
Dude, I crushed it. Okay, we got another carameler. So this for me is
Christy likes this Knob Creek. I am not a fan of this, but Christy likes this.
Christmas caramels. A lot of times the nuns make them. The nuns.
Oh, that's right. You were Catholic.
I grew up Catholic.
Christy's got a great
There's
palate.
like a fruitiness that I wasn't expecting.
Oh yeah, there's like a red apple on there, like a caramel covered red apple now.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It didn't change much. It just got colder.
That is interesting. I don't know what
It's
the
very
other
fun,
flavors
Crisis.
are. I'm
It is very
curious.
fun.
Knob Creek.
I'm feeling the
Okay.
effects from it too,
Bourbon,
which
very
is
common.
great.
But this is the smoked maple.
Oh,
I'm not finding smokiness. The maple, I can see some maple in there.
I get Mrs. Butterworth's a little bit. It's
Like I do like maple. I do like maple. Maple. There's these cookies, and they're like maple leaves, and they got like a cream in them. Like those cookies are the jam. Who knows what I'm talking about? You guys ever have those cookies that are like they got the maple leaves, and then inside they got the maple icing inside, and it's like a butter cookie on the outside, man. Those maple cookies are delicious. You know what else I like? Maple cream sticks. Like the like, you know, the funniest thing is I asked for one over, by the way, Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not a big fan of Dunkin' Donuts, man. It's not how I remember Dunkin' Donuts back in the day. Back in the day, Dunkin' Donuts in the 90s was a coffee and a cream stick and a cigarette. that was pretty much, black coffee is all you had at Dunkin' Donuts, and like a cream stick and a cake donut. That was your quintessential Dunkin' Donuts, and I miss that. The old school Dunkin' Donuts seem to have it on lock. The new Dunkin' Donuts, I'm not so sure about, but they call them Long Johns, and I've never like, you know what was funny? I went up to a Dunkin' Donuts drive-through, and I said, I think I ordered some latte now. See what's happening to me. And I said I want like a hot latte, caramel latte, right? It's all sugar and milk, for God's sake. You know, there's barely any coffee in a latte. And then I said I want a maple cream stick. Now, here's the response I got. Listen to this. Okay, imagine DJ's going through the drive-thru, right? And here I am. I'm putting my order in, and I say, you know, hot caramel latte, and also I'd like a maple cream stick. And this is literally what I got. But there was a bad. It was a bad. Speaker. A maple cream stick. Yeah, I'd like a maple cream stick, please. Do you mean a Long John? And I was like, Long John? Like Long John? Is that what I want? A Long John? And then I started to think to myself, was a cream stick always called a Long John and I just never knew about it? Or is this like some millennial shit? Yeah, right, Limitless. Long John Silver's. And I was thinking, like, maybe we should look that up and take some time to think about this as I'm thinking about the flavor of maple. These are all the thoughts that hit my head when I talk about maple. I'm so sorry what I do to everybody. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry what I do to everybody every day. These thoughts, these DG thoughts, they're, they just stick. They just stick.
smells like fake maple.
Well, I'm sure that it is.
Fake maple.
Like overly corn syruped maple.
I doubt they put real natural maple syrup in there.
What if they did and you're saying that they didn't?
No,
That sounds
then
good,
I can be
coffee.
wrong on the internet, which has never happened before ever.
Right. I wonder
though-
if this would be good with like pancakes.
Would you do this instead of the syrup, or you're doing
Pour it on your pancakes?
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. You're not gonna eat me.
So how good are they? Ate that much, not all of it.
That's true. You were kind of, you kept going back in.
So
That is after they've drank all day. You can tell this is the after party. This is what they don't tell you. After they're done with this segment and shooting it, they're going to an IHOP to take, because everybody knows that drinks whiskey, any type of alcohol, and you've had a little too much. Everybody knows that you follow it with something spongy and cakey, or potatoes, one or the other. It's either potatoes or pancakes. Potatoes, bread, and pancakes are your saviors These are your saviors. Waffles works, right? This will save you if you've had a little much.
Not all of it.
That's true. You were kinda...
She's slurring every single word. This woman over here is like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm out here with these fools. In fact, I feel like maybe she was involved in some of the taste tests right there from the face. You know, these are just like what I'm picking up as an observer.
You kept going back in.
So the thing that I like about this, it's still recognizably whiskey, even though you still, you know, there's definitely flavor in it.
Yeah.
But it's not getting so heavy-handed with like the other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, do you liking this or no?
I wouldn't say I like it or dislike
Hopefully, right.
So this final number one.
Right, hopefully.
Most voted up guilty pleasure, the things the Magnificent Bastards are almost embarrassed to like was very, very interesting because by a wide margin and the poll.
You are like when you're tasting like this, when you are tasting like this. When your face starts to taste the whiskey, when the outside of your skin becomes just the same as your tongue, right? And your entire face becomes like your tasting palate, you probably had a little too much. And I'm not gonna trust your opinion from this point on. She is literally melting into reality right now. I love her.
Most embarrassed to like was very, very interesting because by a wide margin in the poll, they said that
that's enough for Futz. Futz is like, this is too crazy. Futz is out. He has had too much of this. Listen, Futz, I don't blame you, bro. Dude, this is Whiskey Wednesday magic right now. Thank you for joining us here today, Futz. I put ones in chat for Futz. I love you, bro. Thank you for joining us, dude. I absolutely love when you guys stop by. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Futz was here for most of the day, man. Congratulations for that stamina. You got stamina. You got stamina, dude.
Is something that they're not too keen on sharing with many people. Put your nose in that. We'll talk about it.
It's so subtle compared to the other ones. You know? Yeah. I don't really get that much.
Do the hand thing then.
Okay. Well, they're kind of sticky. That smells like... That smells like the
Aqua Velva. That's what my grandfather used to do with Aqua Velva. I was just having this discussion with Christy last weekend. Do you guys know what Aqua Velva is? Like an aftershave from the 50s. It's like old school, like manly men, man. Aqua Velva. And that's what he would do. He'd take the Aqua Velva, he'd splash it, and he'd just go to town. He'd go to town, Mom. Go to town. He'd splash that. I remember that.
So comparatively, we did have the most potent, sweet, concentrated. Some of these are almost like an extract version of a drink in a glass. And now we're having something that's pretty dang subtle in comparison.
sweet corn and hay.
Oh, interesting.
Sweet corn and hay. Sweet corn and hay.
This is my favorite part about this show.
I don't mind it.
There we go. Thanks. Number one result. Should people feel bad or ashamed?
No.
I'm saying.
I think it's fine. I think it's absolutely fine.
Jameson, the stout cask. What the hell?
That's the stout cask?
That's the stout cask. So it's Jameson with a little bit of like a creamier texture.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
I've always wanted to try this. I haven't
tried
tried
this?
it. And I'm kind of disappointed, actually. My favorite beers are stouts and porters.
Oh, yeah.
And so people talk about this all the time.
I like porters. Porter's a good dessert beer. I like but the porters are my jam after like I'll tell you what, like a good porter with like pecan pie. Gotta say that.
Yes, sir. You're not gonna eat
Good
me.
crafted porter beer. Stouts are a little dark for me. Like if I'm going stouts, I'm going like a Guinness. And a lot of people don't like Guinness, but I've trained myself to like Guinness. The Irish in me compelled me to do so. When I first drank a Guinness, now that we're talking about beers, that's a stout, it was so dark and knocked me on my ass, and it was like it had a bacony flavor. if you're new to Guinness, if you're new to the Guinness game, man, it's been around forever. It has kind of like a pork, like a bacony taste to it. After you've drank it for a bit and it becomes like a go-to, that note completely changes. And it's I think what the crazy part about a Guinness is that particular note in the Guinness ends up bringing you back and continually morphs into other flavors, which is crazy, but it still has that essential, like that kind of bacony taste to it.
The stout edition, I'm like, gosh, that sounds so good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You are cool with...
Like, right, Aether, you are, God bless you.
Yes, you're not gonna hate me. Yes.
Dude, I am so jealous, and you are so right. Aether says Guinness only from the tap in Ireland.
Yes, you're not gonna hate me. Yes.
Any other Guinness is crap, honestly. It's actually completely different. And I have heard that, and I am so jelly, right? Because I have heard that so many times, Aether. I'm so glad you talked about that. I don't know what it is about it. But I have the feeling if I went to Ireland and I got a Guinness from the tap, dude, I would probably be in heaven. And I feel like we as Americans get like the crap, the shite, if you will, the shite Guinness. And it's the biggest joke to people in Ireland because they're like, I'm giving them the shite. I give them the shite bear. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, and they're like, fuck Americans. You know, like, you know, and it makes me very upset because I do have some Irish DNA in me. And I really want to go there and just try that Aether. Interesting that you say that.
With Jameson, that really light touch of like the vanilla, a little shortbread.
It's an Irish
this
trait.
adds
we
a
do
creamy
that.
layer.
We're very selfish people.
To that classic Jameson feel. So it's still squarely Jameson. Jameson's not going to like beat you over the head with like intense, rich flavors. It's not over the top, but it's nice. It's hard to not like it. It's almost so simple that it becomes boring if you're really into whiskey. But the stout cask does add a recognizable creamy layer.
Interesting. I can't stand IPAs, Crisis. Now, interestingly enough, I could go into an IPA rant if you wanted, Crisis, but I think I've already done that on Whiskey Wednesdays. I think have I had that yet? My IPA rant? And by the way, IPA stands for India Pale Ale. And I have got the history down, and but I won't get into that.
It's not bad, but it's not what I was hoping it would be. I guess I was just expecting more of the traditional stout flavors to come through, and I'm just not really getting that.
So I think the reason why this was voted number one, Jameson is one of these entry-level bottles that very often people leave behind.
Right.
Even in Irish, again, like the Powers John's Lane and the Redbreast, and they got the Teelings and the various spots from Middleton, and then you can get into like other categories, other countries and whatnot. But very often the thing that gets you into whiskey is something that you almost feel obligated to disrespect because, well, that's what I had whenever I didn't know any better.
Okay. This is not.
Yeah.
This is. I feel like there's a conspiracy at Jameson.
What's going on?
I think the workers are crying for help through the label.
Oh, because.
Do they make them carry the barrels on their backs like that?
Hold on. I've been to Middleton. They're lovely people. I can tell you that they have so much money that nobody's ever carrying anything heavy ever.
Blink twice if you need help. I can't see you, so I got the message, and I can do nothing about it.
My name is Richard Balsam. Thanks for sharing. You guys are awesome. You know what's next? In the comments, if you got a guilty pleasure pour, something that you think a lot more people should give a chance, let's see it. Cheers.
every Wednesday on the channel, Whiskey Wednesday. The playlist needs some love. The views are horrible, but we continue to do it because, you know, whiskey is something that I love, and I love distilling. I love the process, the science of it, the tastes, the flavors that you get. Like this is really right up my alley, and I just like to share some of the things that I like with you guys. So hopefully you guys like this as well. Go to the playlist, give it some love, give it some likes, give it some shares. If you're down for this type of content, great. If you're not, completely understand. But the show will go on, and I will continue to bring it to you. Let's get back to the show.